As you know, I've challenged myself to upload one video a week, and this week I didn't vlog anything. I didn't have anything planned. I wasn't doing anything but working. Very boring week, okay? So, in this video, instead of it being a vlog, we're going to talk about my favorite subject ever. I'll give you a second to guess. Journaling. But of course, my favorite thing on earth. I am journaling's number one fan. If journaling has no fans, I have died. And I feel like I've said that before, and I'm going to keep saying it. But today I want to talk about journaling, like the benefits of it, the effects of it, how it's changed my life, like why I recommend it so much to people, and also different types of journaling and how to journal, because I think people don't really talk about that. Or they're just like, oh, journal. It's like, what does that mean? There are different ways that you can do it. So if you ever consider journaling, or if you just want to be open-minded, be curious, give it a shot. That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm sure if you're on like wellness TikTok or on YouTube, you've seen people talking about journaling and how helpful it is and how good it is for you. But I want to talk about the 4 specific things that I have seen personally and the research also supports. So the first thing we're going to talk about are the mental health benefits, which are probably the number one and most important benefits of journaling. It is the clearer mind that you have. When I say mental health, I mean that it reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, it brings about emotional clarity, emotional awareness. You just feel better, lighter, happier, more grateful, and just well mentally, okay? And I'm not just saying this for me. I will also include in the description all of the research that I have on this topic, like peer-reviewed study research about journaling and how helpful it can be for your well-being, whether you are neurotypical, neurodivergent, whatever, it doesn't matter. It is helpful. So for me specifically, I have a very active mind. I'm an overthinker, a certified overthinker. Okay. And I ramble quite a lot. I used to ruminate a lot as well. And I was always in my head. So when I got into journaling, the first couple of days, I was like, this is awkward. This is weird. What the heck? And I just stuck with it. First of all, I did not give up. But after a couple of weeks, I was like, am I happier? Am I feeling good? And yes, I was, because all of those thoughts that would cloud my mind and make me feel weighed down, I was getting them out on paper. And suddenly I was completely clear. I was always free. And like I said earlier, with emotional clarity, you also know how you're feeling all the time. And that can maybe seem a little overwhelming. But for me, when I got tapped into just being aware of like, hey, I'm not having a good day today. So that might mean that I'm going to take things easy, or I'm really, really excited about something, or I'm really nervous about something, whatever it is, just being very aware of it and having clarity around what I'm feeling, why, and how that might impact my day or my week or my month is very helpful, very, very helpful information. And I get that through journaling. Rolling right along to the next thing, it definitely helps you with your personal growth and your self-discovery. You get to know yourself very, very well, okay? You get to know your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns, your cycles. You will start seeing yourself incredibly clearly, because over time, what you'll see is you just know exactly what you're thinking. You know your own games, you know the way you self-sabotage, and you pick up on your own shit, basically. So if you're talking about, I don't know, an issue that you're having with a friend, it'll be much easier to recognize that you've had this issue with your friend before, or you've had this issue with another friend in the past because you've been writing about it. You've been more aware of it every single day. So when these things come up, you can say to yourself, have I been here before? And what's similar? And maybe I play a role in why I'm continuing to have this issue. It just brings everything up to the forefront. And with that, it makes you so much more capable and so much more possible of actually growing, because the first thing to any change that you're going to make is to have awareness. You can't change things that you're not aware of. So you begin to grow and you begin to challenge yourself and you begin to change things that you don't like about yourself, because I hate to break it to you, you're also going to see the things that you don't like. I'm sorry, it's going to show up. on the page. You can't run from it. I apologize, but that means that you can do something about it now because you're aware of it and it's not going to go away. But that's a good thing. There are also several cognitive benefits of journaling. And the first thing is focus. I don't know about y'all, but I used to be terrible with focusing. I had the attention span of an ant, and it was bad. And TikTok doesn't help it at all. But with journaling, you will find that you're able to focus on one thing for so much longer. Your capacity for being able to focus will shoot through the roof. And that's because when you're journaling, you're very focused. You're not taking in everything else. You are with your thoughts and they're getting on the paper and you are focused. You are zoned in, especially as you've started to do it over time. You will look forward to picking up your journal and being like, girl, this mother. Trust me, you will get there. It also boosts your memory. And I know you might think, oh yeah, because I can just go back and read it. No, because you are being more intentional to paying attention to what's going on, you will have better recall of what's going on. Crazy, but it's true. You get better with your memory. And as a certified forgetter, I definitely have seen way more improvements to my memory than with anything else. I wasn't really doing anything else, but journaling definitely helped my memory. And lastly, it enhances your problem solving skills. You are going to become like Sherlock Holmes. You're going to be willing to figure out what the hell is going on, how the heck do we fix it, and then let's get to it. And that is probably the best part of all of this. You start to brainstorm. When you're with your journal, you will figure things out, okay? You are going to start twirling in your mind various ideas, different pathways, different thought processes that you've never had before. And that's probably the best part. You literally become a thinker, a thought daughter, if you will. And lastly, I just think journaling helps with your overall well-being. Journaling just helps you become so much more mindful and present in your day. And I think that there's nothing better than that. Being able to be with your day, not live on autopilot, and really live in the moment is everything that we could ever ask for. And I definitely think journaling is the best way to get that done. It also fosters gratitude and positivity because you start to realize that, hey, there are actually several good things about my life, or I'm really excited to write this thing down. And you'll find yourself being like, wow, I do have a lot to be grateful for, even though the world is going to shit. There are some things in my life that I can still be happy about. Sometimes I journal about the sky and trees and nature. Because how lucky are we to live on Earth? Okay, I won't get into it. But you get what I'm saying? It just makes you more grateful and more positive, and it's easier to be that way because you feel good. Okay, that's enough about the benefits. Let's talk about actually journaling, the different types of journaling and how to actually do it. The first thing I would say is get yourself a cute notebook. I am a notebook connoisseur, if you will. My favorite place to buy notebooks is Target. I feel like they just have a great selection. This is the one that I'm using right now. It says Buzzworthy. Oh, so cute. This is what I was using before. It says Daily Chirps. I'm like, yeah, chirp, chirp. But I have so many different ones here. This is part of my journal collection. Most of the time I just get like colored, but I also have one with cats on it and one with dogs on it. And I pretty much have them in every single color. Like, not joking. I pretty much have them in every single color. So typically I just go to Target and I pick up 2 or 3 and then I have them whenever I need them. I also have some over there, but they're too far out camera. So I'm not going to pick them up, but I have more. Trust me, I'm a journal girly. Also, the pen that I use, I'm sort of kind of picky on pens. The Sharpie pen, I don't know what it's called, but it's by Sharpie. That's a good one. Right now I'm using G2. These are the extra fine 0.5. I typically do not like a 0.5. I'm more of a 0.7 girl, but I bought this big ass pack, so I'm stuck with them. Right now I'm using a purple one. But yeah, these are the pens that I use. And obviously use what's comfortable for you, whatever. But the other thing too is you don't have to journal on paper. I know that a lot of people have like either just trust issues, they don't want their things to be seen, or they've had that happen to them before, or they just don't like writing. That's also fine. So if that's you, I would recommend also just typing it on your computer. Nobody's going to see it on there. And also delete it. You do not have to keep it. And it's the same thing with paper. If you write it and you want to burn it, shred it up, throw it in the garbage. It doesn't matter. Your journals aren't necessarily for you to read after. You can just use them for the benefits of doing the action and then get rid of it. And the other thing that I like to recommend for people too is to record themselves. So some people, again, don't want to write, don't want to be seen. Just record yourself talking for 5 minutes. Whatever comes to mind. Today I'm thinking about the sky. Yesterday's dinner was so good. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Just record it. And if you want to delete the recording, you can do that too. Okay, so here are some types of journaling that I recommend to people and that I've done in the past. The first is gratitude journaling. I feel like everybody's heard of this, but write down 10 things that you're grateful for. That's it. Set a timer for like 2 minutes and write down as many things as you're grateful for as you can fit in that 2 minutes. Whatever it looks like for you, just write them down. And that can be your journal practice for as long as you want. It's very easy, very straightforward. That's the prompt. You can also do reflective journaling. So this is kind of typically what I do in the mornings. I'll write out how my day was yesterday, what I'm looking forward to today, what I've been feeling, whatever's been on my mind. I just reflect on whatever's going on. And that's a good time for me to like dump it out on the page so that it can get out of my brain. And it just frees up more space for me to think and do things throughout the day. The next kind is another one that I do fairly often, and that's goal setting journaling. So this doesn't have to be based on any specific time. You don't have to just do this at the start of the year or the start of the month. You can do this in the middle of the month, the end of the month. It doesn't really matter. If you are thinking about the goals that you have, or you want to start thinking about the goals that you have, pull out your journal, write down your goals, write down your roadblockers, write down the things that you can do today in order to get you to your goals, why you want to have those goals in the first place. Whatever the case may be, just spend some time thinking about and writing about your goals. And then, like I said, throw it away or keep it, put it up on the wall and use it as motivation. Another type of journaling that people do is kind of like creative journaling or bullet journaling or like scrapbook journaling. This is a little bit more involved. So you're getting like pictures and pens and tape and stickers and whatever else you want to include. And you make it look pretty and you write little quotes and you include whatever the heck you want. I think this is more like meditative and it's really grounding. It's like creating art and journaling at the same time. I've never done this kind, but I've seen lots of people on TikTok doing it and it looks very, very fun. I'm not going to step into that as a hobby because I know I'll go crazy. But if you're interested in that type of thing, there you go. And then the last kind of journaling is called morning pages. As you all know, I'm currently reading The Artist's Way. I'm actually going to do a video about that book in a couple of weeks. I'm giving myself time to really think about it and be intentional. But in that book, she talks about morning pages. And essentially what it is, as soon as you wake up, pull out a piece of paper and start writing 2 to 3 pages, stream of consciousness, whatever comes to mind, write it out, but it has to be first thing in the morning. And this is similar to like reflective journaling, in that it just helps you get all that gunk out of your mind so that you are clear and free to move forward with the day. I definitely love this kind of journaling. It's pretty much what I do on a day-to-day basis and what I've been doing since I started journaling. When I talk about the benefits, that's how I got the benefits, by doing morning pages / reflective journaling and just writing whatever comes to mind. I don't use prompts. I did use them a couple of times in the beginnings, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I post a journal prompt every single day. Follow me at Latoya. And that can help you start journaling too. It's definitely good for beginners, or if you have a specific topic that you want to like dig into, you can find some journal prompts to help you with that. So that's all that I have about journaling. Like I said, I'm journaling's #1 fan. If you have any questions about it or you want to get started and talk to me about how it's been going, hit me up, write me a comment, send me a message, follow me on Instagram or TikTok. Both of them are at Latoya. And yeah, I hope you start journaling. Like, it is so good. It is so good. Do it. Okay. So I will catch you in next week's video. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you later.